All right, gonna hop into another swing check here from my buddy Jacob. First things first, overall posture and setup is pretty good, except for the fact that I would like to see the primary swing plane line go more through the belly button rather than through like the groin area. And so the way you can do that is to kind of just allow your chest to kind of go up a little bit more, and that'll bring the hands up a little bit. The hands are a little bit on the low side here. Okay, so as we take the club away, you can see the club face is behind the hands, which is totally fine. As long as it's in the general vicinity of the hands, it's good. Getting you up to the top of the golf swing, you got a good top of the swing. I can't quite tell if you have some knee flexion or not, but if your knees are locked out there, then I would suggest maintaining a slight crack in the knees, because that will keep the quads and hamstrings engaged. As you get up to the top of the swing, you have a lot of depth, so the hands are quite a bit behind that trail shoulder. Typically, tour average is about 3 inches behind the trail shoulder, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. You've got more important things to focus on here. So as we start the downswing, you can see how the shoulder, the right shoulder, wants to go down in this motion, which would be considered more of like chopping with an axe type of motion, and that's what's keeping the club very vertical in your downswing. Okay, and when you look at all the tour pros are going to have the shaft of the golf club more in this position where the shaft is parallel to the primary swing plane line. So the reason why this is happening is because of that rotation of the shoulder wanting to go forward and stay in the anterior part of the shoulder rather than the posterior part. And so the way you fix that is by changing the feeling or the sensation. So rather than a wood chop motion, you want to almost have the same feeling as if you're trying to skip the stone on the lake, and keep that right shoulder kind of tucking down and underneath. And that will allow you to shallow out the club and keep it from getting out in front of your hands. You can see here now the club face is out in front of your hands and it's open, which is going to expose the hosel of the golf club to the golf ball at the bottom of the swing, which is why you're either hitting the hosel and shanking it, or you're leaving that club face wide open as it is and slicing it to the right. Okay? And so once you're able to get the shaft of the golf club parallel, the club face will stay behind the hands longer. And then that will allow you to attack the golf ball from the inside rather than swiping across it to the left there. Okay? So I hope that helps. If you need more help, I do offer online coaching. You can click the link in my bio and sign up for that. As always, aim small, swing smooth. Peace.